In the beginning, there was only the void and the infinite coils of the great serpent. Damballa. He is the breath before breath, the sky before the first sunrise, the silence that hums with creation. In West African and Haitian Vodou traditions, Damballa is more than a god, he is the source, the first motion, the sacred serpent who shaped the world by weaving his vast body across the cosmos. When the stars were still dreams and the land lay unborn, it was Damballa who gave them form. Let us descend into the mystery of the Sky Father, the coiled architect of life, whose whisper can still be heard in the rustle of leaves, the hiss of rain, and the rattle of drums on a storm-soaked night. Damballa, or Ayida-Weddo, as he is known in Vodou, is the primordial luwa, the spirit whose being is intertwined with the very bones of the world. He is the Sky Father, the great serpent whose coils created the earth's mountains and rivers, whose breath birthed the winds and clouds. In the ancient Dahomey traditions of West Africa, from which Haitian Vodou descends, Damballa is likened to the rainbow serpent. He is invisible but ever-present, quiet but eternal. In Haitian Vodou, he is honored as the white serpent of purity and peace, an emblem of balance and creation. Damballa does not speak in words. His language is older, carried in the sway of tree limbs and the ripple of waters. Those possessed by him during ceremony do not speak at all. They hiss, they mimic the undulating grace of the snake, because to become Damballa is to enter a place beyond language. Every creator requires balance. For Damballa, that balance is Ayida-Weddo, the rainbow serpent. Together, they form a divine pair, male and female, sky and water, spirit and matter. Ayida is the bridge between the heavens and the earth, the rainbow who joins the elements. Where Damballa weaves the world with his vast coils, Ayida dances between rain and light, bringing color to his breath, emotion to his form. Their union is sacred. In Vodou ceremonies, they are often invoked together. White veils and snake imagery adorn the altar. Offerings of eggs, a symbol of purity and new life, are carefully placed, never broken, for Damballa abhors violence and disorder. This union speaks not only to creation, but to harmony. It is said that when Damballa and Ayida embrace, rain falls upon the earth, blessing it with fertility and peace. Damballa is unlike many other lure. He is not summoned for vengeance or justice, nor does he carry the fire of war or the hunger of desire. His domain is peace, purity, serenity. He arrives with the rustle of silk, the scent of fresh rain, the stillness of unbroken eggshells. He refuses blood. He rejects violence. His preferred offerings are soft, white rum, flour, milk, and eggs. The altar prepared for him is always veiled in white, and his presence is marked by a profound stillness. In ceremonies, when he mounts a devotee, they do not speak, they do not shout, they become fluid, crawling, hissing, gliding across the temple floor, possessed by the purity of the sky serpent. To be touched by Damballa is to be cleansed, renewed. To carry his spirit is to bear the silence of creation itself. Damballa crossed the Atlantic not by boat, but in the hearts of the enslaved. When African peoples were torn from their homelands and brought to the New World in chains, they did not come alone. Their gods came with them. On the shores of Haiti, Damballa found new soil. In the crucible of colonization, trauma, and revolution, the lure adapted. They hid behind Catholic saints, whispered in Creole tongues, danced in secret ceremonies by moonlight. Damballa became associated with St. Patrick, not because of any true similarity, but because the saint was depicted driving out snakes. In that paradox, the enslaved found camouflage. In the saint who banished serpents, they hid their serpent god. In Vodou, Damballa remains unchanged. Still pure. Still ancient. Still watching from the heavens as his children remember. To call Damballa is to invoke the axis of the universe, the cosmic spine. His vive is simple yet profound, a serpent in motion, coiled like the DNA of life, spiraling upward to the heavens. The ritual is sacred. The temple is washed, the space prepared. Offerings are pure, unbroken eggs, white cloth, milk. Drums echo like distant thunder, soft at first, then rising like a heartbeat. And then silence. A hush falls as the spirit descends. A body trembles. A devotee drops to the floor. Her limbs move like waves. She glides across the floor like the wind through tall grass. Damballa has arrived. No words, only reverence. He brings healing, peace, renewal. In his silence, there is wisdom. In his slither, there is divinity. We often mistake power for volume. We think of gods as roaring, smiting, commanding. But not all power is noise. Damballa teaches a different strength, the strength of calm. The power of quiet transformation. He is not the fire that scorches, but the water that shapes stone. Not the shout that silences, but the silence that teaches. In a world torn by noise and fury, his lesson is one of renewal. Of stepping back, breathing deep, and remembering where we began, within the great spiral, within the embrace of the serpent. He is still here. In every river's bend, in every curling cloud, in the slow sway of tree branches and the spiral of our own DNA, Damballa lives. He is the ancient pulse of creation. The father of all lure. The silent guardian of balance and life. When you see a rainbow after rain, when you sit in stillness and feel the world breathe, know that he watches. And perhaps, if you are quiet enough, you'll hear him hiss. The serpent never truly sleeps.